Imagine this. You're on a flight, cruising thousands of feet above the ground, when suddenly the pilot notices something terrifying. The left engine has completely stopped working. Now here's the shocking part. The reason wasn't a technical failure. It was because the plane had actually run out of fuel. Sounds impossible, right? But this is not some made-up story. This really happened in 1983 with Air Canada Flight 143. And what happened next is one of the most unbelievable survival stories in aviation history.
Have you ever run out of gas while driving? Annoying, right? Now imagine that happening, not on the road, but 41,000 feet in the air. That's exactly what happened to an Air Canada flight in the 1980s. And what the pilots did next is considered one of the most incredible saves in aviation history.
In 1983, Air Canada Flight 143 took off with a serious problem that nobody noticed. Due to a mistake during Canada's transition from the old imperial system to the metric system, the plane was loaded with only half the fuel it actually needed. At first, everything seemed normal, but mid-flight, the left engine suddenly died. Minutes later, the right engine also failed. Both engines gone, the Boeing 767 was now a 41,000-foot glider with more than 60 passengers on board. Without engines, the plane lost almost all electricity. Most of the cockpit instruments went dark. There was no checklist, no manual for both engines out. The pilots were on their own. Captain Robert Pearson, who had thousands of flight hours, had one unusual advantage. He was also a skilled glider pilot. He used that experience to carefully control the giant aircraft, while First Officer Maurice Quintal calculated their chances of reaching a safe landing spot. They aimed for a nearby former Air Force base in Gimli, Canada. But there was a problem. That base had been turned into a racetrack, and on that day it was full of cars and spectators. Still, it was the only option. With no choice, Pearson attempted the landing. The nose wheel failed to lock properly. The plane scraped along the runway, sparks flew, and the aircraft bounced hard. But the extra friction helped slow it down, stopping just before the crowd. Miraculously, everyone survived. The pilots were briefly suspended for not checking the fuel, but later honored for their extraordinary skill and calm under pressure. This incident is now famous as the Gimli glider, a reminder of how human experience and quick thinking can save lives even when technology fails. If you enjoy rare, thrilling, and unbelievable true stories like this, stick around because there are plenty more coming.